Good afternoon.
Hello.
So what are we doing today?
We're going to talk about Halloween movies.
So it's getting closer to Halloween. We thought we'd make a cool video of our top 5 favorite Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Let it be noted that they can be horror movies, but they don't have to be. These are movies that we tend to watch as it gets closer to Halloween.
Well, he did his favorite 5 and I did my favorite 5 and he doesn't know mine and I don't know his, so.
Yes.
I don't know what he picked. Mine are funny.
So we go. So
We'll start
with number 5
and go down.
Go down to 1.
That's how I wrote my list.
Yeah. We also have some honorable mentions at the end. So we won't talk as much about those, but we'll give a little description of why we like the movies that we choose.
Okay.
Sound cool? Okay, so number 5. What's yours?
I'm starting?
Go for it.
Okay. My number 5 is Halloween. The original Halloween.
That's number 5?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm not a real big fan of a lot of movies, which is funny because I love Halloween in general, but I don't really like a lot of Halloween movies. But I like that one the best out of all the Halloweens. So that was my number 5.
Okay. My number 5 is Ghostbusters.
Yay!
Who are you going to call?
Nobody.
I watch Ghostbusters as it gets, mostly because they put it on TV and it just seems to go around and around 24/7. It's one of my favorite movies, let alone I always seem to watch it as it gets towards Halloween. It's great. I love both of them.
I didn't even think of that one.
I figured.
Are we supposed to say if one that you say or I say is on my list or no?
No.
Okay.
I thought about that before, but nah, because it gives me time. If I have one on my list, it gives me a little bit of time.
You can't change it.
I'm not changing it. Nope, I have the list right here. Okay, number 4. I'll go first.
Okay.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. How can that not be on anybody's top 5? I mean, Beetlejuice, I think it's as good of a Halloween movie as you can get. I mean,
yeah.
I love it.
They show it all the time,
yeah,
but
it's on every day.
It's a good movie. That's not mine.
What's yours?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
What?
Okay. No.
Did you forget about that one?
I did.
It's an amazing movie.
Yeah, I can see that's a Halloween movie.
It's definitely a Halloween movie.
Do they still play that?
I mean, Ghostbusters is a Halloween movie. Just because it says ghost doesn't mean.
And remember, this list is what movies you would
watch during the Halloween time.
Right.
I mean, you can watch them anytime, but I feel like that's a Halloween movie because
I almost gave away one of my
people dress up as Frankenfurter all the time for Halloween. So
yes. Okay, number 3. Mine are weird.
Mine are funny. Ready?
Yeah.
Casper. I like Casper.
We've watched that movie like 3 times this year.
I like it.
And I swear I don't think I've seen that movie since it came out.
But I like it.
I hear you. It's good.
It's about ghosts.
No judgment here.
And it's cool. I don't like Halloween movies. If we do this for Christmas, the list will have to be like 20 long because I love Christmas movies.
This is what I wanted to talk about too. These aren't necessarily horror movies. They don't have to be horror. As long as it has something where it's
Halloween related.
Yeah, Halloween.
They have a Halloween party at the mansion in Casper.
They do, and it's ghosts.
It's a good movie.
Okay. My number 3 is Silent Hill. Silent Hill, for those of you who haven't seen it, I know it wasn't a very popular movie. However, it is really spooky. There are elements in that movie that just freak me out. And the music, I'm a huge fan of music. I love Halloween type music, and that has got some of the best type of Halloween type music in the movie. I thought it was a really good story. I'm not going to give any spoilers. If you haven't seen it, Silent Hill is a great movie. It's based off of a video game, but this, I feel they did a really good job of incorporating kind of the scary scenes from the game into the movie. Not like Resident Evil, where, my opinion, that one was kind of a bust. So,
Yeah.
moving on. Number 2.
Do.
Go
Your
ahead.
turn.
How is it?
I went first last time.
House on Haunted Hill. House on Haunted Hill could have been my number 1. There's something about, I only watch it one time a year. Only once.
See, that shouldn't mean that it's your favorite.
Well, because, it's not one that you watch,
I pick movies that I watch all the
Well,
time.
House on Haunted Hill, I kind of feel fits into the category of a scary Halloween movie, a good story, and great acting. And I love both of them. I probably love both of them equally, the older version and the newer version. The newer version is definitely a lot more gory, but I love the story of it. And that's why, I'll watch it before it gets to Halloween because, it's one that you really, you can only watch it once a year. It's not one you can just watch all the time. But anyway, that was my number 2. What's yours?
You can tell the difference between us just by these lists.
Yeah.
Mine's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right. Yeah. That's nothing wrong with that. That's a Halloween movie.
I love Halloween movies that also are Christmas movies.
I was just gonna say, do you think that's more of a Christmas movie or more of a Halloween
I don't
movie?
know. I can't decide. Because it's like Halloween. The title's before Christmas, so that makes me think that it's supposed to be like
Halloween before Christmas.
But it's all the Halloween people trying to take over Christmas, so it fits on both.
I think it's more of a Halloween movie. It definitely leans more toward the Halloween type movie because of Jack Skellington and most of the characters, all the main characters are Halloween.
Most of the
characters,
movie
except
is
for Santa.
Halloween stuff.
Right.
Until the very end when he tries to take over Christmas, so
yeah.
I don't know. It can fit for both, but that was the one I chose.
Okay. Number 1, what is it?
Hocus Pocus! Duh!
I probably could have guessed that. Actually, I would have thought yours would have been Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nope, Hocus Pocus. And I watch Hocus Pocus all year long. Not just Christmas or Halloween. What am I saying? Christmas. Not just Halloween. All the time. But I also watch Nightmare Before Christmas and Casper and all those movies all year, so that's kind of how I base my choices on movies that I watch
These
all
are her
the
top
time.
5 favorite movies.
So
They just happen to fall in a Halloween category.
well, I love Hocus Pocus. It's so funny. It's cheesily funny, and a lot of people don't like it, and I think it's just because they didn't watch it when they were kids, like I did. So I feel like if you didn't watch it when you were younger, you didn't appreciate the awesomeness that it is. But it's an awesome movie.
My number 1 is Halloween. Michael Myers. It was her number 5.
The original one?
Of course. My number 1. I love a lot of. I am a huge Michael Myers fan. We watch Halloween every year. I was kind of surprised that it wasn't your top 1. I don't know why, but we did watch the newer Halloween movie a couple nights ago, which, after watching it again, it's kind of strange because they take away like all the other Halloween movies that have come out. This is supposed to be like the sequel to the original, and I just feel like they're way off.
It's like when you watch that one and then you go back and watch the original one. You're like, the original one is so good and it didn't need all that extra crap to make it good. Like all the gore and all the nonsense.
Right, yeah.
Like, that's why the original's so good, because it's just like, this dude's just randomly killing people and you're like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, you really don't know.
And I don't know. It's just because we watched the original right after that one, and it was just like, this movie's so good. And I even said after we watched it, I was like, they should have never made any more Halloween movies. Yeah. It should have just ended at that one and been done, because there was no need to redo it.
I mean, I like
the second one.
I liked Halloween 2 also, because really it's, in my opinion, it's one big movie. But you're right. I mean, it takes away from the mystery of, I think that's what makes a great horror movie or a great Halloween movie, is knowing something is happening but not seeing it. It's like it doesn't have to have all the blood and gore to make it scary. You know something's going on when something else is going on this side. And that's what makes a great Halloween
Or all
movie.
the like made up stories of who they are and why he's going after her and all that and the
Right.
other. It's like you don't know any of that in the original movie. You're just like, why is he targeting them?
Right.
Like it's just
Yeah.
you just think that he just chose them random people, but all the other ones they have to go and make it a reasoning
Right.
for why he did everything he did, and I just don't feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, like I don't even think in the original, I don't even think you knew that Lori was
No, you
his
don't know that
sister.
he's-
They made that up in the
Yeah.
second movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I didn't think of that. That's why you shouldn't make 100 movies of 100 remakes. Okay, so we're going to get on to the honorable mentions. So, but that's our top 5 favorites. Hers didn't surprise me. I'm sure some of mine surprised her.
I'm just gonna say all mine. One of mine he said was Beetlejuice.
I was shocked that wasn't in her top 5. I really was.
I just put it in honorable mention. I also have Haunted Mansion because I like that movie and it gets a lot of hate because people didn't like it very much, but I think it's good.
She's a huge Disney fan, so.
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion.
I also did Addams Family because that's a good one
Oh,
for
man.
Halloween.
I completely forgot about Addams Family.
Yeah. And Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ugh. Yeah. I like Ernest Saves Christmas.
That was a good one.
That will definitely probably be on my top 5 favorite Christmas videos. Okay, so is that it?
Yep.
Okay, here's mine. Friday the 13th. You know, I know you ain't gonna like any of these. She doesn't care for horror movies, so, you know, she ain't gonna like mine. Friday the 13th, classic. I actually probably liked Friday the 13th, the second one, better. I don't know. The whole concept and, you know, finding out everything at the end of Friday the 13th, how it's his mother. Spoiler. Have you seen Friday the 13th?
I don't like those movies.
Oh, well. Anyway.
Not that I don't like them because they're scary. I think they're cheesy and dumb, so I don't
Well,
watch them.
that's why I like the first one, because the first one's not really as cheesy. It's more of a classic horror movie. Kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street. That's my next one. I love Freddy. I love Freddy Krueger. It's not one that Nightmare on Elm Street, if it's on TV, I'm watching it. But it's not one that I really pick to choose. Are you making faces?
No.
It's not one that I really pick to choose for Halloween. I mean, I do love Freddy, though. Now, here's a funny one. Garfield's Halloween special.
How's that not one of your favorites?
Yeah, really, I know. And it was really kind of a toss-up between Ghostbusters and this, because the reason why I didn't pick Garfield's Halloween special was because I watched that all the time.
So it should be in your top 5.
Well, if you've never seen this, it's like a 20-minute cartoon of Garfield and Odie, and they go on this adventure for this pirate treasure. But all the music and all the themed out, I mean, it's a great movie. It's a great cartoon. I love it. Garfield's Halloween, yeah, it probably should have been my top 5. Maybe move Ghostbusters to the bottom, Garfield. It might be number 1. I love Garfield's Halloween. It's called Garfield's Halloween Special. So if you've never seen it, you can YouTube it. It is on YouTube. Garfield's Halloween Special. It's great. 20 minutes. Who doesn't love Garfield? And I had Nightmare Before Christmas on my honorable mention. I knew she would say it. It is one that I tend to watch every Halloween. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. You know what's funny is that I didn't used to like that movie.
I like it.
I don't know why.
A lot of people don't like it. And I think it's because of the way the movie is, but I feel like, I don't know, I guess maybe because I'm such a big Disney fan and I understand the story of how the movie was made and how difficult it was to make that movie. And it kind of makes you appreciate the movie more because it's like, I mean, it's like stop motion. So they literally have to pose every single character, take the shot, and then redo it the whole entire movie. And like, that's crazy.
Tim Burton is a genius. Anything that Tim Burton and Danny Elfman is the musician that does all the music for most of Tim Burton's movies. They're all great from Batman to Nightmare Before Christmas, and she's right. We watched a documentary on Nightmare Before Christmas, all the claymation they had to do and all that stuff. I don't know how long that movie took to make.
I don't know.
Maybe a couple of years. I mean, it's yeah.
No, it's cool. I think it was on Disney Plus, the one that we watched. But I mean, it shows like they had to make like tons of different heads just for the different facial expressions that he has.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, for all the different faces that he makes because he's very animated.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I guess just knowing. I mean, I like the movie anyway, but that adds a little more to it, knowing all that stuff about it and how difficult it probably was to make that movie. You kind of appreciate it more.
And I think that's what makes that such a classic, is that for that kind of movie, even today, I think today it even looks like it was just made yesterday. I think back then, how old is that movie? 20 years?
Like 93, I think, probably.
Jeez. Yeah, it's been a while. But now that they've been able to like because when we watch it on digital, I mean, it looks like this is all computerized. It's not. It's all claymation and stuff. Makes it a great movie.
Yes.
So. Okay, well, that's going to do it here for us today. Thanks for watching our top 5 favorite Halloween movies. Yeah, I think Garfield actually made it onto my list. We may have to bump Ghostbusters down a notch. We should have made top 10 because there's so many Halloween movies I love. Yeah. I know. Once Christmas comes around, she's going to be glowing because
it'll be like top 25.
Right. Every Christmas movie's her favorite.
So what's your favorite Halloween movie? Let us know in the comments below.
Well, thanks again for watching the show. We're out, and remember, the adventure is
out there. Woo!